Hello, I'm Miss Tell It Like It Is. How are y'all doing? I hope everybody's good. Today, I'm going to talk about catastrophic shock. Many of us have gone through a catastrophic shock or shocks in our life. These are painful experiences that bring about disbelief. For many of us, we share similar experiences, and for some of us, our experiences are much different. But in a whole, catastrophic shocks, we all share something in common, and that is pain and disbelief. For me, my biggest catastrophic shock has been being in love in the heart and torn between subconsciously living in a fantasy world where I tell myself everything is going to work out with the one that I fell in love with, because being in love is just enough. It's going to work. And then being torn with knowing in my conscience mind, that it's not going to work between me and the person that I fell in love with. And the biggest catastrophic shock is when your heart and your subconscious mind has not faced reality like your conscious mind. Because your subconscious mind is that mind that subconsciously, unaware, you're telling yourself, hey, everything is going to be okay. We're going to make it. We're going to be together forever. And your heart is just like, this is who I love. And when you're in love with someone, you can love someone unconditionally. Sometimes that person can not be the most lovable person as far as personality, but because your heart fell in love with that person, you see in that person something that no one else sees in that person. But then here's your conscious mind, your mind that is fully aware of reality, that knows the truth. That being in love and subconsciously lying that you're going to work, it's never going to work. And so that's the catastrophic shock, that your heart and your subconscious mind is not lining up with your conscious mind. Because your conscious mind is always facing reality. It always sees things as it is. But when your heart and your subconscious mind is not lining up with reality, which is your conscious mind, that's aware of the full scope of the situation, then you in one catastrophic shock. And sometimes for me, it feels like I'm walking in a daze. Like I'm walking in the twilight zone. Things are not quite reality. Because it's like you know that you're going to have to live without this person. And your heart really doesn't want to let go. But your conscious mind that's facing reality knows that you got to let go. Because if you don't, the relationship is going to destroy you. What a catastrophic shock. When you are so in love but you really can't have the one that you're in love with. What do you do? How do you face the reality that it's never going to work? Well, I say you take one day at a time. And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking one day at a time. And I am reflecting on things that I can learn from the situation that I got myself into, so that I won't repeat any of the mistakes I made down the road. And basically, I'm just learning to get more focus in myself and more self-aware of who I am. What's my heart desires? Not what a man, but my own personal heart desires. What do I want to accomplish? My family. And I know when I put myself into, digging deeper into me as a person, then I don't have time to stay in this state of a catastrophic shock. I know eventually I will come out of this twilight zone. And that twilight zone, it's like, oh my God, it's really over. I'm really this time going to live without that person that I so much am still in love with. I don't know what your catastrophic shock is in your life. Yours may be similar to mine. I'm sure many people share, my experience. Being in love with someone that was not really in love with them and just had no idea what real love was. But whatever your experience with catastrophic shock is, just know that you're going to get through it. You're going to get through it. No, you're not alone. Saying that, I'm just tell it like it is. And I told it like it is. You all have a good one. Take care.